apron on and put my hair up because I am going to be making some food. So I'd really rather not have hair in my food. But y'all go ahead and get your water. And again, if you're new with us, my daughter Casey divides up the chats. She does on YouTube, she posts one of them as the full hour long, so you can go back and watch the whole thing. Oh, Karen put hashtag fall down, get up. I like that one too. But she posts the whole thing, the entire hour as one chat, and then she also posts just the second half, so that if you just wanted to go back, you know, maybe if you missed the second half, or if you thought, oh, what was that she made, or I wanted to, you know, go see what it was, that you can also see that, and you'll always know that it's the second half because the apron will go on. Okay, so this is the second half of chat number 306, and we're talking about being kinder to ourselves. For the second half, we are going to check out those bowls that I got at Aldi last week. So we're only going to try one of them. I did bring both of them out. I did not get around to eating these. This was 2 weeks ago when we were moving from the old showroom. I did not get around to actually trying these. I had apparently bought so much from Aldi, but it took me a little while to go through it all. So I'm down to these and the frozen, I have not eaten the frozen avocado yet, but these are Harvest Grain bowls. They are Seasoned Choice, which I believe is an Aldi brand, but these are Harvest Grain bowls, and I got the Italian, which is 13 grams of protein, and I got the Southwest, also 13 grams of protein. The Italian is five smart points. The Southwest is 4 smart points. I had a couple of you all say that you had tried these. We had somebody try them, you know, while we were trying to move last week. So let's see what the directions are here. But we're going to try these, and then we're going to add some things to them just to kind of spruce them up, even if they're absolutely delicious on their own. So this is all of Season's Choice fruits and vegetables are harvested and naturally frozen at the peak of freshness to lock in flavor and nutrition without any added preservatives. We like to think of freezing as freshness frozen in time. I thought that was pretty cute. So you can enjoy that just picked quality all year round. So things that are frozen like this do usually have a fresher flavor. You know, it is more like just picked than something that's been in a can. Okay, and Sandra needs to know how much sodium it has. Anything that's going to be in a bowl, in a bag, in a box, in a whatever. Oh, Lynn, don't tell me that. Lynn says she tried it and she wasn't a fan. Well, I'm hoping that I like it more than you do. But Sandra needs to know the sodium, but anything that's in a bowl, in a bag, in a box, anything that's already prepared like this is going to be higher in sodium. I will just go ahead and tell you that. So the sodium on this is 510 milligrams. It is 22% of your daily allotment of protein. It is of sodium. It is also, my goodness, these numbers are small. Some illegible amount of fat. I think it's 5.5 grams of fat, but only 1.5 grams is saturated. 4 milligrams of cholesterol, 510 milligrams of sodium. Carbohydrates is 40. Dietary fiber is 9, I believe. Need a magnifying glass. Total sugars 5, protein 13. Okay, so the directions for this one is the Italian, and it is Tuscan style blend of wheat berries, lentils, broccoli, eggplant, tomatoes, peppers and onions, lightly seasoned with Parmesan and herbs. Okay, so let's go ahead and break into this puppy, because I definitely want to try it, and it takes 7 minutes. Okay, it takes 7 minutes in the microwave. And yeah, Sandra, sadly, most convenience foods, even if they say low sodium, they're going to be higher in sodium. Okay, so the instructions for this one is remove bowl from outer sleeve. Did that without reading the instructions. Okay, and let's see, place frozen bowl without piercing the lid in the microwave oven. Okay, this is important sometimes to read the instructions, because I 100% would have vented this. Okay, so place frozen bowl without piercing the lid in the microwave oven. Heat the bowl on 900 watts for 7 minutes. Let it stand for 1 minute for a good heat distribution, and remove the film and stir the contents of the bowl before serving. Okay, so 7 minutes on high. Okay, don't vent it, don't poke a hole in it. That is a great question, Loretta, and Debbie's exactly right. Debbie says that's not bad for a whole meal. You're exactly right. I don't add sodium to anything, so seems a little high to me. But okay, it is 1 serving. So this entire bowl is going to be 1 serving. Okay, so you know it's filled up about that far in the bowl. Okay, 7 minutes. Don't vent it, and do not poke a hole in it. Okay, so we're going to do 7 minutes on high. Okay, while this one is cooking, we're going to talk a little bit about the Southwest one, and then I'm going to show you all a couple of other things. So the Southwest one is funny because it is less points. The Southwest Harvest Grain Bowl from Aldi, so these are both from Aldi. The Southwest Harvest Grain Bowl is 290 calories. The Italian is 250, but the Southwest is less points. The Italian has 1.5 grams of saturated fat. The Southwest has less than 0.5, so less than half of a gram. And on the front, did not even notice this on the front, 420 milligrams of sodium versus 500 milligrams of sodium. 4 total sugars versus 9 total sugars. And they both have 13 grams of protein. So this one's 4 points. This one is 5 points. The Southwestern Bowl. So Lynn, which one did you have? Did you have the Italian, the Southwestern, or I feel like there was one other one and I only got 2 of them. The Southwestern has rustic grains, beans, corn, peppers, tomatoes again, onions, and garlic, lightly dressed with a lime and, my gosh, dash of cumin. Okay, really got to get some better glasses if we're going to do this. Okay, Lynn had the Southwestern. So Lynn, what did you not like about the Southwestern? Okay, and while we're talking about that, while we're talking about what Lynn did not like about the Southwestern, and while we're waiting on that to cook for 7 minutes, I'm going to show you all, has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight other than they're so stinking cute, what we got Alyssa for her 5th birthday party. So her birthday was December the 31st, and of course we got her a present, you know, then also. Okay, Lynn says she thinks it was the texture. Interesting, so I'll try that one next. Not tonight, but we'll try that one next. But John and I had gotten these, Orlando Debbie, we got these the last time that we were at Disney with you, so that's been a little while ago. But she's just now mature enough to be given them, and I knew that she would love them. So tell me that this is not so stinking cute while we're waiting on our Harvest Grain Bowl to cook in the microwave. Disney cookie cutters. Are those not adorable? And so we have all of the iconic Disney things here. We've got Cinderella's castle, we've got Sleeping Beauty's castle, we've got the big ball at Epcot, we've got the Ferris wheel at, is this California Adventure? Okay, we've got the Ferris wheel at California Adventure, we have the Tree of Life, and we have the Tower of Terror. So those are cookie cutters. So I have a feeling I know what we will be doing tomorrow after I pick her up from school. Also got her the cutest apron. Look, it's a little Disney apron, and it's got all of the little ice cream things on it. It's got lemons on it, cherries. It's got all of the cute little Disney things on it. So cute. Can't wait for her to try this out. And I think I got this for me, not for her. It's a batter bowl, and it's huge. Look at this thing, and I bet it weighs, oh gosh, I bet that weighs 3 pounds at least. Yeah, I bet that weighs at least 3 pounds. Anyway, so super cute batter bowl. So we'll see what oh, Debbie, I gave her that like as soon as we got back. So Orlando Debbie, side note, Orlando Debbie and I went shopping at World of Disney the last time that we were down there, and we looked and I was pretty sure I knew what we were going to get, but we still, you know, we did the right thing, and we looked anyway just to be sure, and it was a set of Disney princesses. And then when we got back, I opened the package, and they're like this tall, and I hid them all over the loft. I hid them in plain sight all over the loft, and she had so much fun finding them, and she still talks about where they were all hidden. Okay, so it's smelling good. Let's see how much time we have left. Whoa, we still have 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Okay, so what are we going to talk about for 2 minutes and 27 seconds while we are waiting on that to finish? Super Bowl. Oh, how is halftime? So halftime is still going on. I can see it. I cannot hear it. And we still have 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Yep. So I did not stretch that long enough talking about all of the cute Disney things that we were going to be making. What is weird, Debbie? Oh, the halftime show? I'm sorry. You know, I should pay attention to the questions that I ask. So the halftime show is weird. Have y'all seen any good commercials yet? Because obviously I was not paying attention to them in the first half. And is anybody watching the Puppy Bowl? So I knew, this is sad, I knew that it was getting close to Super Bowl time. I knew that it was getting close to Super Bowl time. Yeah, sorry, it took me a minute, Debbie. I knew that it was getting close to Super Bowl time because all week long, the channel that I watched the most often had Puppy Bowl commercials. And I was like, okay. I don't think I saw any commercials in anticipation of the Super Bowl. Probably saw 100 commercials in anticipation of the Puppy Bowl. But I want to know, did anybody make anything? Did anybody make any Super Bowl treats, and what did you make? I was looking for Super Bowl recipes today. I went on my blog on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and I just searched Super Bowl because I wanted to see what had I made, you know, for past Super Bowls. And Winstar Karen's buffalo chicken dip came up like 3 different times, and I was like, great. Now I want buffalo chicken dip, and I do not have what I need to make it. So, oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Oh, and Debbie says she must be getting old. Okay, so I'm thinking that we are going to, I'm thinking that we're not going to make it the entire hour tonight because John and Dusty both are pacing. So after we try our Harvest Bowl and after I add my things to it, we might end up wrapping up just a snip early tonight. I do not know why, but they are both pacing. Probably because I won't let him turn the volume on for the Super Bowl. Okay, how much longer? 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay, now we have to let it sit for an entire minute, but I want to read you all this if I can see it because I thought it was funny. Caution, bowl will be hot. Is there anyone out there who did not realize that this bowl was going to be hot after we microwaved it for 7 minutes? Ooh, wait, Loretta said chicken dip with Faya yogurt, red hot sauce, yeah, and a package of Hidden Valley Ranch. Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there. But is there anybody who thought this wasn't going to be hot? Because it specifically warns, bowl will be hot. Avoid steam while opening. Okay. And seriously though, seriously, some more, oh no, because he yells. No, Debbie, he is a football yeller. Debbie said John needs Bluetooth headphones for watching TV. For watching TV, okay, but not for the Super Bowl, because I promise you, he would be yelling. Yeah. So he yells at football, and he's loud. He's a loud clapper during football. Okay, these are some important points though. Do not eat raw. Do not refreeze once thawed. Do not heat the bowl in a conventional oven or in a toaster oven. Okay, so that one, seriously, because we talk about so many food containment things that you can put in different things. You can put them in the microwave or in the oven or in the don't do that. So do not put these in the air fryer. Okay, that is not an air fryer safe bowl. And refrigerate or discard leftovers immediately. Reheat before serving. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing. I'm actually going to hashtag bulk this up after I try it. So if I like it, we're gonna hashtag bulk it up, and I'm gonna make it enough to last for lunch a couple of days this week. Sorry, now Dusty needs up and John has left the room. I'll be right back. Okay, we really got to get moved into our new spot so that Dusty will quit asking for things that are normal while he's at home, and so that John will quit pacing back and forth. Okay, so we've given it enough time. Okay, so I'm holding it by the rim because I am assuming, and it is super hot. So the bowl down there where the food is super hot. So I was holding it by the rim. Yeah, Carol Lou, exactly. Carol Lou says she needs to watch football with John because she's a yeller and a couch coach. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Hello, Mary. Mary from Pittsburgh is here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is, now that this is cooked, this was full. Okay, so we are taste testing one of the Harvest grain bowls that I got at Aldi a couple of weeks ago. I never got time. Well, it's not that I didn't have time. Apparently I bought so much food that I did not have time to eat it all. So this is the Italian, and then the other one is Southwest. So I'm gonna say the frozen version of this was looking pretty much like the packaging. The microwave version of this is looking a little skimpy. So this bowl was full. Oh look, I just found 2 little handles. Did not notice that before. So the bowl does have little handles so that you don't have to burn yourself. And I am going to say there's a little tab for opening, so open it away from your face. It did warn about being hot, so you're going to want to open this away from your face, or you can give yourself a facial. So this is the Harvest Grain Bowl from Aldi. It is 5 points. And again, it's a Tuscan style blend of wheat berries, lentils, broccoli, eggplant, tomatoes, peppers and onions, lightly seasoned with Parmesan and herbs. Okay, so we're gonna give this a little stir. It smells good. So it smells delicious. I'm trying to figure out what in there is 5 points, because that is probably, actually, let's just see. Let's see how much food this is, because that's not looking like a lot of food. So let's just see. Okay. Let's see how much food is in here. Because all cooked down, this is not looking like a lot of food. So that is 1.25 cups. So all cooked, this is only 1.25 cups of food. So the 5 points has got to be, it has to be for the wheat berries, because nothing else in there, maybe the sauce, nothing else in there should have enough of anything. And yes, Debbie, I'm going to need to do a lot of bulking it up. Okay, so nothing else in there, unless it's the sauce that's on here, should have enough of anything really to be that many points. So let's see how it tastes. Yeah, the flavor's pretty good. That's pretty good flavor. Don't know if I would be happy with it just by itself, so, lucky me, I like to hashtag bulk it up. So let's see what we can bulk this up with. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is take my handy dandy Tausi bowl. I had this really strange feeling that was just not gonna be enough food. Just had this really strange feeling. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my Tausi bowl, and that is one of my Tausi half soup bowls. Y'all know how much I love those. And through the magic of television, I pre-prepared some spaghetti squash, and I did this in the air fryer, and that is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You can just go there and find the instructions for this. And yes, exactly, Scott, hashtag bulk it up. Oh wait, where's my old little sign? Here's my little sign that I used to use all the time when we were here in the loft every day. So yes, or every Sunday. So yes, hashtag bulk it up. So again, you can find the spaghetti squash, you can find those instructions on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You can find them on YouTube.com. Just search If You Have an Egg. And I'm gonna go ahead, it's 360 degrees. After you read the instructions on how to get the spaghetti squash itself prepared, at 360 degrees for 25 or 30 minutes, depending on the power of your air fryer. So do go ahead and check it. Do go ahead and check your air fryer at about 25 minutes just to make sure. But so there's a nice little, oh wow. Okay, so Sandra says a half of a cup of wheat berries is 3 points. Okay, so then that's 3 points of wheat berries and 2 points of seasoning or something. But this is not quite half of a small spaghetti squash. And I went ahead and prepared that in the air fryer. Hello, Barbara. And spaghetti squash is so yummy. So yummy, and takes on the flavor of whatever you're doing. So that was cooked in the air fryer. So I'm going to put that in there. So now we still have, yep, and Lynn says a half a cup of cooked wheat berries is 3 points. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so we've got that. So now we've got some spaghetti squash. And here is our 5 points, or 3 points of wheat berries that came in the Harvest Grain Bowl, the Italian version of the Harvest Grain Bowl. So now I've still got 5 points. I still have 5 points, and now look, my little Tausi bowl, my little Tausi half bowl, and the link for those is also on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you go, I think if you go under shopping, and it's got like my favorite things, you can find these little Tausi half bowls, and I love them so much. So now I've got spaghetti squash that I cooked in the air fryer, and again, that's on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can go to YouTube.com, search IfYouHaveAnEgg, and find how to make this. There's the 5 points. That is the Harvest Grain Bowl from Aldi. So that is, wait a minute. Hold on. Debbie said, has anyone else realized that 0 point foods are now a green circle with the points and not blue? Wait, what? Hold on, let's just check this out. Let's fact check this. I think I can get on. Okay, you've just completely distracted me, Debbie. Everybody hold on just a second. Let us fact check this. Not that I don't trust you, Debbie, but I want to see it. Let's see. Okay, cooked spaghetti squash. Mine's still blue, Debbie. Oh, on the website. So that's on the website only, that's not on the app. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. We found only on the website, not on the phone. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Okay, so I accidentally got off of the chat on the iPad, but that's fine. I can still see you all. Okay, so we're back to 5 points. 5 points for the Harvest Grain Bowl Italian, and 0 points for the 0 points for the spaghetti squash. And because this already had a little bit of broccoli in it, I steamed some broccoli, and Dusty's trying to decide if he wants to go out or not. I steamed some broccoli to go with it, so I'm going to add that to it. And I had frozen broccoli, and I steamed it in the microwave. So we're still at 5 points, okay? But now look how much bigger this is. And obviously I'm not gonna eat all of this in one meal. Then I made some That Man's chicken breast, and it's That Man, T-H-A-T, That Man's chicken breast. I made some of that in the air fryer earlier today, and then I just cut it into cubes. And if you need the recipe for the That Man's chicken breast, it is, again, already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Just search that, T-H-A-T, and you'll find That Man's chicken breast, That Man's chicken, which is made with chicken thighs. You'll find That Man's turkey tenderloin, which is a personal favorite, but I did not have time to go to Trader Joe's and get a turkey breast. You can find, oh my goodness, so many things that are That Man's pork chops. Carol Lou makes That Man's green beans. I haven't posted that yet. Yep, thank you, Orlando Debbie. More people think that I'm saying Fat Man's chicken instead of That Man's chicken. But That Man's chicken breast, you guessed it, 0 points. So I'm just going to add that. So now we have, guess how many points? Still 5 points. So we've got 5 points for the Harvest Grain Bowl. We've got 0 points for the spaghetti squash. That recipe is on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can go to YouTube.com, search IfYouHaveAnEgg, and look for spaghetti squash. Steamed broccoli, you guessed it, 0 points. That man's chicken breast, 0 points. And I've got one more thing to add to this. What would you add to this? What 0 point item would you add to this to hashtag bulk it up? Curious minds want to know. The last thing on my list are the rest of the tomatoes that, yep, still 5 points. Exactly, Orlando Debbie. The last thing that I'm going to put on this, these are the tomatoes that were still, these are the ones that were still, that were left over from black beans would be good, Debbie. These were left over from 2 weeks ago when I went to Aldi and bought, bought everything that I'm trying to finish up now from Aldi. And these were the last of those tomatoes. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but my mom had become vegan later in life, and she reversed a lot of her illnesses, felt a lot better, hair and skin looked great. I'm not saying that you need to go vegan, just saying adding lots and lots and lots of colorful vegetables to her diet really did help. So I try to do that as often as I can. But these were kind of sad by the time I got around to them, because this was a bigger container of tomatoes than I normally buy. But they were such pretty colors, and they were heirloom tomatoes, which are even prettier. So I went ahead and got them. But these were kind of sad, and my mom had a recipe that she used to use every single year, and it was called end of season. Well, she made it up, and it was called end of season tomatoes. This, I took her end of season tomato recipe, but I did not add any sugar to it. So these are still 0 points, but I just thought it would be pretty to have a few more pretty, colorful, especially heirloom tomatoes, and add them to this. So now we have 5 points for the Harvest Grain Bowls, the Italian Harvest Grain Bowls from Aldi. We've got 0 points for the broccoli, 0 points for that man's chicken breast. It's already on the blog. IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, search that, T-H-A-T, that man's chicken, and that man's chicken breast is 0. 0 points for the end of season tomatoes. That recipe is also already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and search end of season or tomatoes and you should find it. Just don't add the sugar if you don't want to add the 1 point. So it only adds 1 point if you add the sugar, but I did not need it since I was putting it in this combination. And also some 0 point spaghetti squash. And now look how huge this is. This is a huge bowl now. A huge bowl for only 5 points. So now I'm going to try it with a bite of each of these things just to see how it is, to see if it is much improved. Because I'm going to say it was okay. It was okay as a, fill in, I'm desperate, meal. Don't know if I would get it again if I was just going to be eating it on its own though. Yep. So much better. Okay, so that is a definite keeper when you hashtag bulk it up. I even have a little bit of the marinara sauce that I bought from, that I also got from Aldi, that is giardiniera sauce, giardiniera? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a little bit of a spicy sauce. I may even add that to this before I put it in my containers to take for lunch. But I'm going to say the Harvest Grain Bowls, the Italian from Aldi. Yes, so this bowl was from Aldi, Loretta, that's exactly right. So the Italian is okay. It's okay in a moment of desperation for 5 points. It would be a lot better if it had like a big amount of Parmesan cheese on it, or if it had just a little more flavor, but it is much more delicious in this hashtag bulk it up scenario. I'd be a little disappointed with this bowl if that's all I was gonna have. That was only a 1.25 cups of food for 5 points. The flavor was good. Doesn't look like it does on the box, but whatever does. Looked like that when it was frozen, does not look like that when it's cooked. But the taste was good. Even better, hashtag bulk it up. So I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe next time I go to Aldi, I might buy a couple more of these just to have them, here for just in case, but we'll definitely be hashtag bulking them up. As far as volume, a little bit disappointing. Looking like the box, a lot disappointing. Flavor was good though. Easy to make, sure. Value, the points value for the food, not so much by itself, but again, in this hashtag bulk it up scenario, much better. Okay, before Dusty loses his cookies, I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. If you've tried one of these Harvest Grain Bowls, I hope you'll let me know in the comments below what you thought about them. I do still have the Southwestern one to try, and I've got some things in mind to, to hashtag bulk that up with, but can't wait to eat these for lunch next week. Thank you all again for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and let that next video roll over. I promise you will enjoy it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that little button down there. Hopefully we'll be moved into our new spot here in just a couple of weeks so that we can spread out a little bit again, and so John can have his home back. But thank you all again for being here. It's good to see you, and game's still going, so we don't have a winner yet. Sorry, don't have a winner yet. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week. Good night.